Okay, I think we're set up for today. Welcome on in. With me, actually. I got up from my bed and was like, oh shit, my failed nap did not go completely through, but I also need to get food quickly. I was like, I'll just eat during stream. At least the first part of the stream. Oh my gosh, it's like tracking me napping. I mean, not napping, eating. Anyways. What the hell this looks on stream? Oh, this looks a little rough. This little... I don't know how I can make this better. I could go ahead and spin. That's probably a little bit better. Yeah. Good. And see how that looks on stream. Okay, it's a little rough. It's a little bit rough, but it's not that bad. It's workable. Alrighty. So yeah, as is tradition, it's gonna be me doing this solo for the most part today, if not the whole thing today. But as is tradition, for the past 2 years, I have made a bingo card for the Game Awards. So, there we go. It's be a little bit hard to see. Should probably show kind of a short example of what one like. What if I can't? Actually, I can show what one look like. If I go to search my channel, have it open up. This is what the one from last year looked like. This one. So after you make the bingo card, you can send basically a thing that scrambles them all up, so everyone has something different. We have something cringe in the middle. Try to keep it that way. Actually, do I have the one from the year before that? I think I probably do too. Did we get a bingo last year? I don't remember. I think I took a picture of it if I did. And if I did, I can't remember if I don't remember if I did. I don't think I did. Huh. I remember what my results were. I think I have them saved somewhere. I took a picture of it somewhere. But I forgot what we got. I think this started alright. Was this the game of the winner? I think I was blocked from winning from one thing. I forgot something that I wasn't expecting won something and it screwed me over from winning. It was like a best something. And this isn't what I got, because this is a randomizer. So I got something different than everyone else did. So, what did I copy that? Wait, five TGA. Oh, there we go. All right. Okay. So we'll start with the one. Cringe. We'll put that in the middle. Oh. I'm going to hit my leap motion when I'm eating. No, I do not want you to help me write. AI. So, what we'll do is that we're going to go, and usually, I did this in the past, go to my Google Docs and make a little bit of a thing to put down as different ideas. Let me see if I still have that. And see if I still have the bingo card thing from last year. Oh, I do. Okay. So make a copy. Card 2025. Okay. So I can do this. That. Put these here because he's not going to review anything. It's going to be hard to read these, I think. So what I'll do, because I realized that when I uploaded these, when I uploaded this stream to YouTube as a VOD, I checked it and I was like, oh, this is not readable. So I am learning this year to not do that, and instead, I'm going to do this at this level. Alrighty. So this is 2024. So we had for these different awards. So we have 25 spots, 1 free space. Okay, so we're keeping this. Get rid of these. So I'll keep. We're gonna do 6 time again. We're keeping Valve presence. I'll keep 3. Okay. Blank. This. Blank. This. Good. Blank. This. That. Okay. Alrighty. So this is gonna be how we have it for now, and then reveals. Okay. What was I talking to my roommate about this yesterday? The 2 things that I said specifically I thought that we were gonna get. So, let me put some. Let me keep this music playing. I'll play some. And put some Christmas classics on in the background. But like, it's so quiet. That's why. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. All right, we have 10 awards, 9 reveals, and 6 photos. What did 2023? Did I do the same thing? Mm. 10, 10, and 5. Okay, so this is 2023. Palace I mentioned. Man, that was 2 weeks ago. Damn. Game with you. Baldur's Gate 3 is our free space was the game. Hi-Fi West was mine. Red was his. It's out now. Make sure that Doji. Okay. Hi Faye, how's it going? Welcome on into our predictions. You are free to do some predictions. And if you make a prediction I put on, I'll put a little parentheses there. Let's say it's you who did it. Alright. You're doing fine. Please, though, seriously, let us know if you have any predictions for the Game Awards tomorrow. I have. Was Kingdom Hearts 2? The full sorry, Kingdom Hearts 4. Shit. is the actual Okami trailer this year. Please love it, God. Please give dog. Oh my God, I would kill for that. Although I don't think so. I feel like my viewpoint for my thing with the Game Awards is that you got to be very careful about double dipping. And by double dipping, I mean no, doing stuff concurrently. That's the best way of putting it. You want to be careful about doing the same thing twice in a row. As hype as it would be, as much as I like it, and they just put a thing. I think we're talking about like a thing about like how much. Well, my drink here. Ooh. How much it costs to get like a thing, and it's like Studio Clovers and I think Capcom working together. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of money, but like that they can use, but still, like it's a lot to have to pay up to get a spot. And I think they already are in enough of the public eye that they don't need to release another trailer at the Game Awards. Like Kingdom Hearts 4, I think could benefit from that, even though it's already been a thing. There's no real trailer for it, I think. Marvel also win one category. Oh, it definitely will. It's been an astounding games as a service game. Oh, that feels good. Oh. Alrighty. I don't need this. Alrighty. No, thank you. Nominees. UR categories. Okay. Game of the Year is going to be Expedition 33. That's not even... I have not played the only game I played here was Bonanza. So... but from what I have seen and what I can guess, I feel like Expedition 33 is going to walk away with this. It's not going to be Death Stranding 2. It's not going to be Bonanza. These two might have a chance, and it's not going to be Kingdom Come Deliverance. But I highly doubt these two are going to beat this, because this is like the darling of the year. So that's honestly, I should make that a free space, but just in case, it's not going to be the free space. I did that in 2023. I made Baldur's Gate 3 be the free space for Game of the Year, but I'm not 100% sure about that this year, but I'm pretty sure enough to make that as a bingo card. Desert 2 is a weird standing game. Standing game? We don't usually do best direction, do we? Also, I kinda... But there is a chance that it could not be that, so I don't want to make it be like the absolute, so we can still put that as a bingo option, right? So, best game direction we don't usually do because... At least I don't usually do because I don't have enough knowledge to make a sizable prediction upon which not what I think would win, but what I think the industry / community will want to win. Because remember, the jury, it's like it's people vote, and then also their people, jury, whatever, vote as well, right? So because of that, I don't want to make a guess as to who it could be for these things because I don't have enough knowledge about the games in that sense. I know enough about people talking about this game to say people can say this is the best game of the year, but I don't have enough to know if it's the best directed game. You know, it's not like it's like in like the Oscars where it's a clear like, oh, the game that's best direction is gonna be the best game of the year. Like, maybe Split Fiction goes to Yote. It's possible. Awarded for outstanding creative vision, innovation, and game direction and design. From what I have seen, Split Fiction is well designed. Hades 2, from what my roommate describes it, is basically Hades 1, but better. But still, this is Hades 1, you know? So I don't know if that's necessarily innovation. Ghost of Yote, I don't know, I have not seen that much about it, honestly. I only just re-got Ghost of Tsushima for PC. Death Stranding 2, I don't know that much about. And, I mean, the combat system is pretty different than other RPGs. It's not completely different, but it's different enough. I think it's either, if you're talking about game direction and innovation, it would be either Split Fiction or Expedition 33. Best narrative. Once again, I cannot make the call here. It would be cool if it goes to something that's not Expedition 33, just to do a toss-up. Like, one I've seen of Silent Hill F, I think I saw, like, who was it? Was it, like, Shioi or somebody else on, like, Blue Sky or Twitter? No, someone on Blue Sky, I think, was talking about, like, how the, like, talking about how the themes of Silent Hill F are really, like good and how it has strong female characters and whatnot. And I don't mean, like, strong as in powerful, but strong as in, like, impactful. And, I mean, the guy who wrote this wrote, like, Higurashi Yumineko. He knows what he's doing. So, here's what I'll do. Christmas instrumentals. Oh, what's Christmas jazz? Oh, instrumentals. Thank goodness. Because I'm just going to be talking over what I was singing. Which also means I can pump this up a little bit. Okay, cool. Ha! The VOD people won't be able to hear the music. Only people here can hear it. And when I... Wait, no. Does the... No, I don't think the VOD is saved. I don't think it saves the... I feel like it would be something for F. We know it's Expedition 33. Oh, for the best narrative? Yeah. Best art direction. Once again, is this the same? Oh no, Hollow Knight. 6 songs there. Okay. Best score and music. Ooh. I mean, from what I've not heard anyone really talk about this, and this is probably good, but like, I have heard songs from Hades 2 before. Best art direction, Dead Stranding 2. Best art design. Alright. We have this here. You fucking everything up, Expedition 33. Best performance. Okay, here we go. Ben Star. I'll say best performance, Ben Star. Is that a shoo-in? Is that a shoo-in, though? If it's... yeah, I'm fine. I'll throw a bone. Gotta have some things that are gonna be more likely to be obvious than the other ones. Innovation and accessibility. I cannot make this call. Impact. I played Consumi on stream. It was at least a demo of it. It was cool, but I can't make. Once again, I can't make this call. Although I can see it'd be cool because it'd be a game that I played, winning an award. But I don't know. Okay, best ongoing. Okay, now we're getting into the weeds. Now we're getting something that's actual guesswork, but then also something that if we dig hard enough, we could probably make a good prediction. And remember, it's not what we think should win. It's what we think will win is the most important thing, right? So the minute is based off of Urban Legends of the South. F14, you think? I respectively disagree. I think that FF14 had some pretty rough post-game patches. This and a lack of content, and the content that came out was kind of a little bit rough. So I think because of that, it's not in a good. It's probably in its worst spot that it's been in since I would say Stormblood. And because of that, I think that it's not going to win Best Ongoing. especially when you have like No Man's Sky that keeps on putting out fucking updates, despite the fact that they had a really, really, really rough start. They keep putting out updates, for free and stuff, and keep on giving players cool shit in their updates. That could see that being a winner. Helldivers 2 is still kind of popular, but not really that popular, so I don't know. But a lot of people still play Helldivers. Fortnite still had like a banger thing, and there's a possibility of recency bias because they just released their thing. Because you could still vote now, right, for tomorrow's thing, the Game Awards. And like a couple days ago, they just had their like 0 hour like whatever finale thing. So people might be writing that, be like, "Oh God, that was so cool!" And like we had like Homer Simpson and Godzilla and Hatsune Miku and all this shit. And it's like there's a possibility that can immediately do that. I'm thinking of fan votes. The series is way too loved. I don't know. I feel like it's like there's been a turn on that a little bit in this vision. They released Percy Jackson on Fortnite. Are they doing that? Oh my God. That's funny. I repeat, they released it. Holy shit. That's pretty cool. Not Helldivers 2, not FF14. I think right now it's gonna be either Fortnite, Marvel Rivals, or No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky has had... Check on my other screen if I do this. No Man's Sky 2025. Updates. We'll say do patch notes. Okay. One. Okay. Expeditions. Voyagers was this one. How many updates did they come out with this year? That's all I want to know. Okay, there's a No Man's Sky wiki. Okay, here we go. Okay, so Beacon was 2020. Oh, son of a bitch. It's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major updates this year. That's a lot of updates. And it's not like a lot of content, but it's enough of a content to be like a decent, like, it differentiates from the other ones, right? So that makes it feel like it could actually be No Man's Sky. If it's not Pets Ongoing, it's gonna be like the best community support. Definitely not this. Baldur's Gate 3 is still a darling, so everyone may still vote for that. Fortnite, I don't know. Recognizing the game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusiveness, and social media activity and game updates patches. No Man's Sky. Wait, no, but I can't vote on that only because of the fact that it's not gonna fit. It's not gonna fit in the year. But I feel like I'm just gonna make that prediction just for that. That's gonna be a shoo-in. I could do best ongoing because it's a shorter term, although it's gonna be a hard thing to determine. We're gonna do Marvel Rivals. I personally think it's gonna be No Man's Sky, and I didn't like from like just how they view it. But I'm gonna throw Rivals a bone here and say it's gonna be Marvel Rivals. If the meta is bad right now, we're fucked. If there's like, oh, the meta is like really rough in Marvel Rivals, then yeah, we're doomed. So that. I can't zoom in more than this. You serious? Yeah, that'll work. All right. I kind of think it's gonna be this, but ongoing content that evolves the play experience over time. Fuck it, we're changing it to No Man's Sky. And I'll even put down that's a win. That's a me pick. That's a very distinct me pick. Okay. All right. Best community support. We went over that. That's gonna be No Man's Sky. That is 100% gonna be No Man's Sky. Best independent game. Okay. Okay. I would want Blueprints to win. Kind of. But. Hmm. Hmm. I am going to say. Did I do best indie the other years? Because if I did, maybe I could avoid doing that. Ooh. uh. You would think it would be Silk Song. Hold on, I'm gonna have to do a Give me 1 sec. Okay, I have finished consulting with my consultant, my roommate. And he'll put his pick down for that. This the not like this. I do not like this. But it makes sense. If it becomes the best game of the year, that should also be the best indie game. At least when my thing is in 2023, at least when like Baldur's Gate 3 was like super popular and stuff, and even I made Baldur's Gate 3 a fucking free space, it was still going up against Tears of the Kingdom, Hi-Fi Rush, Alan Wake 2. You know, it was going up against some fucking hitters. And these games are hitters too, but like And like those games, but even though, and those games were all talked about as being really good games. And Baldur's Gate stood out, but it didn't stand out the same way, in my opinion, that Expedition 33 did. Best debut indie game? Ooh. I'm not voting on this one because I feel like it's going to be Expedition 33. You think it would be the best? You think it wouldn't be that, but it's going to be that. And I don't know. I don't know. Then we get into this like weird area where it's like, I think Dispo Lode is the only one made by someone who hasn't actually made a game before. Expedition 33 has people on the studio who, it's a new studio, right? But it's made by people who does it before. I think Blueprints, the guy, has made things before. I'm not 100% sure. Megabonk was here, but then that guy was like, oh, I've made things before, definitely. And then Dispatch is made by Ad Hoc Studios, is made of old Telltale employees. So, like, it's a new studio. Quote unquote, it's a new studio, but it's not a new experienced. It's not necessarily unexperienced developers. It also comes from what amount I did for Dispatch. At some point, I think I'll get around to that, but probably not this year. There's not many days left in this year. So probably some point next year. Never even beat Baldur's Gate 3, so I have a lot of quote-unquote award-winning games I need to finish. Or start. And then finish. Okay, we're skipping this, though. I don't think did I even do that? Oh, I did debut Indie 2023, and then I did not do it for 2024. Okay. God, I wish there was a dark mode for this that didn't involve an extension that was ass. Tech Blueprints was actually their first game. Okay. So there's a possibility. There is a possibility of Blueprints. I like Blueprints. I like it a lot. However, both me and my roommate, because we both played separately, both came to the same conclusion. Which, even though I had a shit ton of fun playing through Blueprints, even though my roommate had a shit ton of fun playing through Blueprints, once we got to Room 46, the game was basically done. Like, everything after that, which is the reason why I'm like, I want to go back and play it, but I'm also just like, not anytime necessarily quickly, or not anytime soon, is because of the fact that, like, once you, getting to Room 46 was the goal, and then you find extra secrets along the way. After you get to Room 46, then it's all about finding secrets and just kind of like meandering about, but you're set in a roguelike RNG world where the RNG is like working way against you. And when you go in against Room 46, it's like, okay, yeah, you're just doing it for that. But now you're like not knowing what you're necessarily looking for. And then you find a clue to what you're looking for, but then you have to find something else, but you have to make sure that you get there again. And then the RNG kind of works against the game at that point. So while I think the Blueprint is a really good game, I think that part of it is a flaw enough in this game design that I think a lot of people will look at it and be like, yeah, no, we're not going to vote that as best indie game. Or best debut indie game. Meanwhile, like, these other games came out and it was like, bum, we're good, you know. The post-end game was not good. That's all I'll say. But I did really, really enjoy getting to 46. And some of the stuff after that, too, I really enjoyed. Like, all the stuff in, like, the basement area, I'll say. I really enjoyed. Best mobile game. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna make this prediction. Easy. Absolutely not Sonic Rumble. Absolutely not Persona 5. Definitely not Destiny Rising. Persona 5 is the closest thing that has an advantage. Running Waves, I think, had a good fucking year. And luckily they were actually able to ship with their Japanese region, so props for them for able to get that out before shit hit the fan. If you know, you know. You know, they're having a good grand old time, and from my other gacha friends who play. Well, I also play Wuthering Waves, but I am like still like way early on. But the ones who are caught up are saying it's been really good. But I don't think it had the cultural hit that Uma Musume had, where everyone, all like friends, all streamers, it is the only gacha game I've ever seen Jonah play. The only one. And he was like, "Yeah, I've been playing it on the phone. I played it like on like the, like, you know, playing and whatnot." And I'm like, "Damn, son, it's a," and it's not even. It's like it's not even. It didn't even come out this year necessarily originally. It came out in Japan before this point. It is released globally this year, and it still got huge like I still like I'm like trying to find a way to like get rid of stuff on my phone so I have enough space to like get one Musume on my phone so I can just play it that way, because I don't want to play on my PC. The only thing I can get rid of is Honkai, but I don't want to do that yet. But yeah, it's good. It's gonna win. There's no way it's not gonna win, especially if this is a people's choice type of thing. It's gonna win. If it's not Iowa, that's the only time this is one of the few things I'll be like actually legitimately upset about. If one of these two, I'll say, I'll let Wuthering Waves win. That's the only other thing I'll let win. If any of these three nominees win, I'll say that with the most love and care that I can. I will be upset. Okay, moving on. Alrighty, best VR AR. I can't make the call here. There may be a recency bias for Deadpool VR. I heard that it was alright. Midnight Walk looked like really cool and unique though, so I hope this kind of wins. Also has the benefit of also being a game that didn't have to be played in VR, but still worked in VR. I've heard of these three. I thought Working Culture wasn't good. But yeah, I've heard of all of these, I believe, but I can't make the call there. I need to get back to playing more VR games. Like, I really need to get back to playing more VR games. I have a shit ton, but I spend most of my time on VR chat instead. Best action game. Why would you not put... Okay, whatever. Best... I want to use my best action here, or... Not you. Probably not you. Not you. Probably you or you. I would say these two, but I don't know. That may end up being a shoe-in if it's just these two. We'll see what other options we have left, because we only have... I might get rid of best performance, honestly. We'll see. Let's see. Best action adventure. Ooh, boy. Ooh, boy. Ooh, boy. This is so fucking tough for you. Ah, shit. I heard this was right. I heard this was really good. I mean, yeah. I heard this was good. I heard this was good. Okay. We'll come back to those. Best RPG. We're not voting on this. We're not voting on this for one specific reason. Also, if this wins for best RPG, I'll laugh my ass off. Monster Hunter Wilds. Best fighting. No. Maybe. I'm not gonna do this one only because these titles are too long for me to abbreviate, but if I had to pick one, it'd probably be Capcom Fighting Collection 2. I think that was revealed well. I heard Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection was not received well. Virtual Fighter 5 is not... Virtual Fighter is not really a popular series. Fighting franchise. This isn't exactly was the best year for fighting games. I'll say put it that way. Fatal Fury was there. It was here. But I think Capcom Fighting Collection is going to win based off of the nostalgia that people had going back to playing old stuff. Best family. Split Fiction is not what I consider to be a family game. But if I had to pick one, I would want it to be Bonanza. Okay, here's the thing though. Best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform. I don't know if Bonanza is necessarily a family game. I don't know. It's not that it's like geared towards adults. I just feel like I don't know. Okay, we're gonna go through all these and we'll come back because I'm okay. I can't vote on this. Can't know enough. I heard Tactics review. Was that reviewed well? Civ 7, I don't think was reviewed well because I don't think it wasn't because we were on Civ 6. We were playing Civ 6 earlier this year, and then I was like, "Oh, I wonder how Civ 7's doing," and everyone was like, "Oh, it's not that good," and I was like, "Okay, well, I guess we'll keep on playing Civ 6 then." Oh, the Altars came out this year. I forgot about that. I honestly forgot about that. Best sports racing. I hope Sonic Racing. I may put Sonic Racing, honestly. Why is Split Fiction there? I do not know why. Sonic Racing because of Miku. And a Fortnite. And a Pac-Man. You know what? We'll put that one. I've never done this one. What? Okay. I think Sonic. I think it's gonna be Mario Kart World. I think it's actually gonna be Mario Kart World. Best multiplayer. Oh god, this is gonna be tough. Oh god. Okay. Alrighty. Not Battlefield 6. Um. Oh. If you can't tell, I was pinching I was doing almost like a facepalm right there. Because this is gonna be. Oh, I can't do this. Okay. Arc Raiders has a very clear chance of winning because it is, although Peak is very popular, I'll give you that. Arc Raiders is very popular. Very, very popular. I'm shooting it. I have my coworker who is literally almost begging me to play Arc Raiders. And I'm like, eh. But like, he's been begging me to play Arc Raiders. I have friends who play Arc Raiders. You know, I've seen a lot of streamers play Arc Raiders. It seems like it's a well thought, put out game. And in today's time, this game should not work because there's such a deluge of, is that word deluge or the opposite? Of like so many other types of games like it. So there's that. Night Rain is a really, really solid PvP, PvE, I guess, whatever, or like multiplayer Elden Ring game. When people were not expecting a good multiplayer game to come out of From Software. They're like, when they first came out, that people were like, but it fucking worked. There's a lot of friends also playing, so streaming this. I don't need to say any more about Peak, because everyone was playing Peak. I personally do not care for Peak as much as other quote-unquote friend swap games. I just don't particularly like the gameplay loop. And I feel like it's good as a game. I don't feel like it's good as a stream game, in my opinion. That is my personal opinion on that. I still think it has a good chance of winning. But that's my personal opinion. I think Repo and, like, I mean, it's better than Content Warning. But I think Repo and, like, Lethal and stuff like that have a better... I'll talk to somebody about this, but yeah, Repo and Lethal have a better understanding of a game loop that makes it, one, more fun to play, and two, more fun to stream than Peak does, in my opinion. Every time I've seen someone play Peak, I'm just been like, this is alright, and I get the appeal, but at the same time, I don't know. It's too reliant. I think it's too reliant on, how do I put this? It's too reliant on the person to make the. It's too reliant on the person to make the most out of the game and the stream, is what I'll say for Peak. I would never go back on that statement. Split Fiction. Oh boy, this is Jose Ferris's one. Did I say his name? The director, whatever. That guy. Yeah, I think this is his to win or lose. I mean, man, this is fucking tough. I don't know if I should even. Split Fiction isn't a multiplayer. Yeah, it says including co-op. It says including co-op in the thing. For outstanding online multiplayer gameplay and design, including co-op and massively multiplayer experiences, irrespective of game genre or platform. That counts. It's a co-op game. Which, technically speaking, so is, in a sense, well, all these are co-op games, technically. I'm going to say I have to think of this from the outside of the box. I can't be thinking in the terms of me, my friends, and like community. No, I have to think of this in the terms of the community that surrounds the video game community that would be bothered to even sign into this site to vote. The type of people who would be like, oh, I like this. You know, the people who would honestly probably would make Wuthering Waves be like the best mobile game because they want free pools or some shit. Right? Okay. If I'm putting it into that context, I'm gonna go with Arc Raiders. I think Split Fiction. Well, I also think of the jury, but I think I'm gonna say Arc Raiders. It was like breaking like current players and stuff like that, and by numbers, I think Arc Raiders. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Like, Nightwing had a lot of people playing it. Battlefield 6, I mean, it's not a bad game probably, but like whatever. Yeah, just because Arc Raiders had AI in the game doesn't mean that it's not gonna get voted. Quality withstanding of Arc Raiders and use of AI withstanding, with non-withstanding, I'll say, that doesn't mean that a lot of people aren't gonna vote for it. But yeah, I think it's still gonna win. I think it has enough people who are playing it who have been very much enjoying it. That I think this is the one that's gonna win. Like, yeah. Best adaptation. I mean, no. The fact that Sonic 3, which came out late last year, but enough that it would have to be put into this vote and not that vote, was not nominated for best adaptation when it had a really decent it had a really decent adaptation of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle like a really fucking decent one, that if you didn't play the game and I showed you Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, you'd be like, oh, yeah, I could see how they lifted basically the whole entire plot of this and made it into a movie, right? Going from that to Last of Us 2, which I've been hearing, from what I've been hearing about it, is supposed to be a good show, supposedly, but like, actually not a good adaptation. And then Druckmann left in the middle of production, I think in between season 1 and 2, so it's not even his fucking baby anymore. And he's all big about, oh, I want to bring this up to TV. So clearly there's some creative differences here. So obviously this can't be the best adaptation. Until Dawn, which is, I don't know, so it was like a prequel, sequel, or some other shit. It's not Until Dawn the game. It's just set in the Until Dawn universe or some shit. I don't know. Special Death Watch. Actually, this could be good. I didn't hear anything about this, so honestly, this could be a winner or something. Devil May Cry, was everything I've been hearing about it is, it's a really fucking cool show, but it's also like, not, you know, people saying this is not a good adaptation of Devil May Cry. It's like wearing the skin of Devil May Cry, but not good Devil May Cry. It's in like, it's cool and everything like that, but it's not. If you called this anything else, not Devil May Cry, I probably would receive better. That's a consensus I saw on the internet about this. Minecraft movie, honestly, is gonna win. Not even because not because I necessarily think it's, well, first off, not because it's more popular than the rest of these by far. Not even just because of the memes. Memes are also a good one, but also because honestly, no one gives a shit if this is a good adaptation. And even then, it does, from what I have seen of it, I've never actually seen it, I probably should watch it at some point anyway, but from what I have seen of it, it adapts enough of the game stuff of something that really cannot really be, well, you can't adapt it to a story. You can adapt anything to a story if you try hard enough. But, enough to, you'd be like, okay, I get that. That's something for Minecraft, right? Probably way more than Until Dawn, I'll say. If I had to make a guess. Doesn't make me a hazard guess. So I am gonna put, we'll put that one. Adaptation. Minecraft movie. We're gonna have a lot of winners tomorrow. I'm making a guess. Okay. Wait, closed. Oh, shit. The voting closed while we were streaming. Oh, shit, damn. Okay, cool. Well, we can't vote anyway, so. Alrighty. Here we go. James Bond, no. Requiem, maybe. Witcher 4, maybe. GTA 6, most likely. Wolverine, second best. I said, personally, I told my roommate, I personally think that there was a chance, with considering the fact that Rockstar's kind of in some hot seat right now, with firing people from the Union and stuff like that, and the hot seat with Britain and the EU, that could have been enough to swerve people off of them, and then also the fact that they delayed their game again may be enough to swerve people off of them. It's enough to give enough, I keep saying this as if it's like a fucking like political race, swing votes to switch over to Marvel's Wolverine or Resident Evil Requiem, but I don't think that it's enough to take out that Juggernaut, which is ironic because Juggernaut is in, probably would be in a Wolverine game than be in a. But yeah, did I do best anticipated these years? Yeah, good. No, we're not gonna do it. It's not even a, no, that's not worth it. That's just gonna be that. Content Creator of the Year. Well, that's not with the temple poll. But, it'd be cool if it was critical. It'd be neat if it was Sakura Miko. I never heard of you, but for the rest of you, you probably, I don't know, maybe you're a swell guy, and I don't know anything about you. Age, well. I cannot make a, I'm not making a guess on this. Because I can't, this is the hardest one to make a guess on, in my opinion. It's not gonna be Miko, right? What kind of mechanic? No one's gonna vote a VTuber to be content creator of the year. If I am wrong, clip it. Clip this afterwards. You know, but if I'm wrong, then I'll publicly come out and say I'm wrong. But I do not think Sakura Miko is going to win content creator of the year, and that's someone who is coming from someone who is a Hololive fan. Most likely most critical. If I had to pick between the two of them. Okay, so not voting on that though, because that's I can't make that pick. Best esports. Not making a pick of that either. That's a little too hard. If I had to, I mean, I've seen people play Counter Strike 2. I think Doobie's playing that every now and then. I also saw play Marvel Rivals the other day too. Valorant still doing hot. Mobile Legends Bang Bang. People actually play that. Okay, well, I mean, good for them. Dota 2 still going strong. Valve, good for you. And there's the behemoth that is League. Did they have like a really good season this year? Was that they had a really good finals, or was that last year they had a really good finals? I cannot vote on this. Once you get to esports guitar, I can't vote on any of these. Okay. Here's voice voting. Alright. Wasn't there like a player's voice thing? What were the nominees for player's voice? Huh. Okay. Oh, geez. Okay. Go categories. Okay. I just want to see what the. I just want to see what the player's voice is, though. I guess I can't do that this year. I think I did this too late. Well, that sucks. Okay, well, we have, before we get into the meat and potatoes, because everyone knows the Game Awards is half awards, mostly another part is game reveals, right? We have 2 more slots, maybe 3 if I get rid of performance. So let's go through quickly. Did that. Decide not to do this. Decide not to do this. Decide not to do this. We're not doing this. I'm not doing this. I did this, but we may take that off depending. I'm doing this. I'm not gonna vote on King's Sweet Cat. That's kind of a little whack. Did we do best ongoing? We did, because the guy picked No Man's Sky. Yeah. I'm not doing best community support because it's most likely going to be No Man's Sky or Baldur's Gate 3. Was it dependent? We did not do that. But we didn't do this. What did we do? Did we press independent? No, we did press indie. I should take that off too. Okay, so now we get into stuff that we didn't get to. Best, best action Hades 2. I'll going to be something different. As in, I'll change the category to something other than best performance. Do best fighting. Because that's not necessarily a shoo-in, but it is a good yes. For a second. It's not cheating if I go to Steam and if I look up how the reviews for Capcom Fighting Collection 2, very positive, but not that many views. Okay. All right. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. Question 2. Um, we should do best family. All right. I don't think it's a shoe-in. I don't think it's just Bonanza. There's a possibility people may be like, oh, Bonanza's not gonna win anything, so let's give Bonanza this. But hmm, there is no Mario Party. There's Lego Party. Yeah, there's Lego Party, but oh, Mario Kart. Hmm, I don't think it's gonna be Split Fiction. I don't think it's gonna be Sonic Racing. I don't think it's gonna be Mario Kart. I think it's gonna be Lego Party. I think it's gonna be Lego Voyagers or Bonanza. And I think just by how the people vote, how much they know about games, I think it's gonna be Bonanza. I think more people know about Bonanza than they know about Lego Party and Lego Voyagers, but I think the jury might vote more for these than these. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Anything we'll do, I'm gonna replace with I do anticipated, did adaptation, did multiplayer. Oh, and after this point, it's again. Okay, so I guess we'll. The only reason I say best performance Ben Star is because people like Ben Star a lot. So I don't know if that's good enough of a reason to put him on the. The only thing I can think of is if I made do 9 awards this year, do yeah, do 9 awards, so 10. Do 10 reviews and then 5 miscellaneous. Hold on, let's see how many of these I can get, and then if I get one more. Here, I'll take off Valve presents. Half Live 3. And I'll put also, you know what? Steam hardware. It's crazy for a reveal. It's not gonna happen. Sly Cooper. That would be fucking crazy. Holy shit, that would be crazy. I think the statue thing that they were rumored about for the Game Awards has already been revealed to what it most likely is, so we're not putting that down. Um, uh, what do I also have from other snafus? My miscellaneous mentioned. TGA goes over 3 hours. Holding Game Pass awards before you're at. The Quinge. 5 Game Pass mentions. Like a movie mentioned. On movie mentioned. Well, how about this? Movie non game non-game movie shown. Mm, Oh, I'll say movie clip shown. I'll say movie clip. Just movie clip. Movie clip. Okay. So we see a movie clip of something. I feel like I should be more specific. I was kind of funny. Did their predictions yesterday about stuff, about reveals and stuff, and they were good at being very specific. Because they're like, oh, you can just be like, oh, this happens. You'd be like, okay, like, do you get a release date? You know. I'm not gonna go into release dates, but I think I could be a little bit more specific within the lines of how much space I have to put down stuff for the bingo card. Xbox port. I feel like that should be an announcement, a reveal. What? I don't know. Oh, just Xbox and not Xbox port. There we go. Best gaming platform? They usually have those as an option. Okay. I mean, the reveals are ones where I just like throw things at the wall. Okay. 2026. We have Oh. Yeah. Alright. We're, we're putting ourselves on the table right now. Final Fantasy 7 Part 3. Maybe a new Like a Dragon. When did 8 come out? Did 8 come out like last year? I guess they could announce another Yakuza. I mean, they're not gonna announce that during a Nintendo Direct, and they most likely wouldn't announce it during the thing. They had Project Century last year, but they have been showing that off like every 5 seconds. Which I know at the beginning of the stream, I was like with Okami, I was just like, oh, they wouldn't do that, like announce the thing and show it again. But like they've been really. Was the images were kind of funny. They talked about some game, but someone on the like the press tour talking about something. I can't remember what it is. Oh, I don't know how to short that. Say fighter character reveal or FGC character reveal. Okay, yeah, that works. Oops. Took something for a second. 2, 3. That's the random. Okay. All right. I was scared there for a second. Half-Life 3 trailer. We're putting our balls on the table with that, metaphorically. The Quintus V Space. I can't say. I think I saw that Miss Piggy is gonna be there, so I can't say Muppets. So I wouldn't say Statland Waldorf, but like they're definitely gonna be back. Something expected like Tom Nook presenting or something. That would be cool. Oh. I don't know how I'm gonna phrase this. Okay. Because also when I distribute these, I'm just gonna put the link for anyone like on Blue Sky or anywhere or like Discords, both Discords to take. I want to make it so clear so no one can have a doubt as to what it could be. So when I say, for example, I want to say Kojima on stage, I do not want it to be that it's him like being like, oh, Kojima won for Dead Stranding something. He goes up and talks about something. I feel like it should be like him going on to talk about like OD. Like OD mentioned. No, Muppets have already been confirmed. That's the one thing already that they've confirmed. To OD mention. That's not a reveal. It's more like a miscellaneous. Steam hardware, movie clip, OD mention. Man, I feel like a lot of people are gonna be winning this year. I mean, maybe that's way too easy. I think the reveals. I have to make the reveals hard, so that those are the ones that are gonna make people lose. We can't have them win easy, right? So, okay. I look up rumors. Does that count if it's rumors and not? I can't do that. I can't go to the rumor subreddit. I can't. I've been keeping myself off that for like ages because they're really good. They're really fucking good at like spoiling shit. But I could go to a news site. I'm careful about how I look this up. Nope, can't use that. Okay, what we think hope gets announced. Okay, we'll use you, Polygon. Alright. Best game. Clearly me. Okay, kind of funny already said that, so that's 2 of you. There's that. Okay. No, that's not gonna happen. Oh, hold on. There we go. There's been rumors of a new. I mean, they know they're making a new Star Wars Jedi game. We know that they're supposed to be doing stuff with KOTOR. So if they reveal either of those or another Star Wars game, we'll count that. And it's still unlikely enough that it's possible that it won't show up, but it's also possible that it could show up. So we'll put Star Wars game reveal. And I feel like that's a good one. I can't put that one down. For reasons. Nope, not looking at that. Okay, I'll use GameSpot. Oh, there's that. Oh, fuck. Oh, please. Oh, please. Alright, you know what? We're gonna double whammy this. Tech issues? I have something cringe, but then, yeah, thank you. Tech issues, which I'll count as something different than something cringe, and people should understand that. Having tech issues isn't cringe. Having people say or do weird things on stage is cringe. Okay. Alright, I'm putting out, since reveals are more like things that you want. Control true reveal. Why you like this? Max and remake. Because those are known. Those are known to be things. But so we don't say trio, we'll say trailer. You know. Game company new console. Oh, no new game console. New adaptation announced. Okay, that's a good one. So a new adaptation is announced if it's like, well, we'll say an adaptation announced. It means it'll be new. So let's say if they announce, because they're talking about like a secret level, they may be doing stuff with another season of that. Or if they announce like, God forbid, if they announce a sequel to Arcane or like something else in that universe, that would be good. I may have gone a little bit overboard. Sport 3. So it's Game of Vehicle 2 Max Payne remake adaptation announced. Oh boy. Oh geez, that's gonna be insane. No, don't care. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. What do you mean? Oh, that's not probably not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. That's maybe happening. That's not gonna happen. That'd be cool. This is your second site to talk about this, but that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Oh shit! Hold on. I'll take out Steam hardware. I have a thing that I told Connor about this yesterday, and now I'm just remembering this. Be more Arcane performance. Like the song. I forgot what the song was, but I forgot what it was. When they were all like ascending. Like with the "Do You Forgive Me," whatever. Out right now. There we go. That's something I want. If and here so when I say out right now, I mean that it cannot be someone being like, oh, like this game is out. Like it can't be like, oh, if let's say if Arc Raiders comes out with the expansion, right? And they're like, oh, like let's say if Arc Raiders this has a trailer for its game, even though it already existed, nothing new. And it's like this, you can play this game right now, right? No, I don't mean that. I mean that something if let's say Arc Raiders was like, we just put out a new expansion and it's available starting today, right now. Or like if Fortnite already did theirs. So let's say if like Marvel Rivals was like, oh, whoa, that character we talked about, yeah, she's out right now instead of whatever day we were going to actually come out with her. Surprise. She is out today. You can play her today. So that's what I mean when I say out right now. Random celebrity. You know what? I'll take out movie clip and I'll put in movie celebrity. Gotta be careful with that. Movie/TV celebrity. I feel like that's a. I feel like that's a shoo-in. I don't want to do that. I like the idea of it, but I don't want to do that because I feel like that's a given. Out right now is kind of a given, but you have to dig for that. really dig for that. And also, if we consider Miss Piggy to be a celebrity, I mean, here's what we'll do: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Something. I'll just say Fallout game. There we go. Something for no, it's not gonna be FNAF. Well, yeah, the closest thing I'll say to FNAF would be if they had Josh Hutcherson and / or Matthew Lillard come out to talk about them liking games and showing off, like, I don't know, something. That's the closest I can think of. But I feel like they're more likely to get the people from Minecraft movie to be on stage than they're going to get the people from like not from them like winning an award or anything, from just from them being on stage, than to get those two to be on stage. It's more likely, I'll say. Let's see. Well, that already leaked. I know that leaked. No. That would be nice. We will take off Best Performance Ben Star. And we are going to once again go crazy. Nintendo First Party Reveal. There we go. We already have a couple of things on here that don't make any sense. Man, I'm just not over them. Yeah, is Robert De Niro to announce blank? Yeah, just Robert De Niro coming out looking like he's like tired or high or whatever he looked like. Just be like, huh? Yeah. So, awards is now 9. Game of the Year Expedition 33. Best Ongoing, No Man's Sky. Best Indie 33. Mobile Game, Musume. Best Sports Racing, Sonic Racing. Best Multiplayer, Arc Raiders. Best Adaptation, Minecraft Movie. Best Fighting, Comic Collection, Capcom Collection 2. Best Family, DK Bonanza. Reveals, Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer. Half-Life 3 trailer, because come on, they already know they're making it, and they already released pictures of it, like, on social media, like, not even as leaks, just, like, showing off it, I believe. Half-Life 3 trailer. I mean, if they're coming out with a Steam frame and Steam machine and the new Steam controller all in, like, beginning of next year, like, in the first, like, Q1 or whatever, there's absolutely no way that they do not come out with, like, something as a big tentpole to come up with it. And then it's not going to be Deadlock. You know, as much as, you know, Deadlock is, you know, alright, it's not going to be Deadlock. It's going to have to be Half-Life 3. Worst kept secret in the damn room. Xbox and non-Xbox port. This is, yeah. I feel like that's going to be a thing. They're going to be like, oh, like, I don't know, like Halo on PS5 now. Or some shit. Final Fantasy 7 Final Fantasy 7 Part 3. Any mention that'd be good. FGC character reveal. I saw rumors about people saying that they think that they may announce like a Tekken character or whatnot. So there's a possibility of that. Especially with they point out that like now that the director of Tekken, Harada, has finally like leaving Tekken Studios or whatever, or, like Bandai Namco, like, you know, this is like his last hurrah, so maybe we're gonna like have this be like a big like him come out and be like, here's my last present to you losers, and then just be like, here you go. Because that's exactly how he would probably talk. So it's game reveal, high chance, but not 100% chance. So 2 trailer, mid chance, but still a possible chance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Max Payne remake trailer. I will say these two are my like please God, please. I saw also people saying rumors about, or not rumors, there or hopes, we'll say, not even rumors, hopes that there would be a new Sonic 3D game announced. If I had to take one thing off of it to put that, I probably would put Xbox and not Xbox port. Hold on, we're gonna do consulting again. Hold on. Okay. You probably saw me moving my mouth and me not doing anything, and then me moving around to be sure my roommate what I got. His viewpoint was the first party reveal not happening, but he's like, it's your bingo card, so it's your choice. And I'm just like, but he's right. He is smarter than me in this area. That. So we're gonna take off this. Gosh, but I would love that. We'll say Sonic Game Reveal. If I'm proven wrong, I'm gonna get so mad at him, but also be so happy. So either way, I win. If there's a Nintendo first party reveal, that's a cool reveal. Sure, yeah, I'll be fucking jazzed about that. But at the same time, wait, wasn't Dustbloods also announced that way? I feel like it was. Anyway, but yeah, I will not be super upset about it. But I would be super happy if there was a first party reveal. But if a Sonic game reveal happens too, I'll also be happy. So I think, have we nailed down what we have? Is this our list? I think. Well, no. Moves Liberty needs to go. Awards. I say. If I had to make a guess, I would. We can just do this. Over. What is what is here? Yeah. Yeah. I did 5. I did 5. I did 3 last year. I did 3 in 2023. I did over 5 last year. And I feel like an over 4 is a good mid ground. And that's a reasonable test, but it's fun because you have to get at least 4 plus more to have it work. I don't, with this list, I think now this becomes a very hard bingo. Because I think we can probably gonna get like 6 of these right, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you have the right setup in the 5x5 to win. And then that means you have to rely now on getting at least. Close out this now. Close out this. That means you have to now rely on getting these, right? So you can get 9 of these. You get 6 of these, right? Right. So like for example, let's say the shoe-ins are Expedition 33, basically almost a free space, right? I would say I'm making an argument for this, but let's say best indie Expedition 33, so it's 2 wins. I would say Uma Musume is most likely going to win mobile game, very much likely. That's 4 wins. Minecraft movie is most likely to win MS adaptation. That's 5 wins. Multiplayer can be, I think, this will be more contention. So it's 5 awards, 5 wins already, right? If you're lucky, you can get it all just that, and then you have, movie TV clip out right now, right? Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, Half-Life 3 trailer, things that that are not guaranteed but heavily rumored or heavily hoped, I will say, right? Yeah, we'll go with that. I think this is a good list. And Connor's right. There's no way we're gonna get I don't think there's gonna be a way we're gonna get a Nintendo first party reveal. It's like I said, I don't think Cyclone Miko's gonna win content creator. There's some things I just don't think will happen. So okay, so now let's transfer this over. There's a chance that it will not be best indie. There's a chance that enough people will not consider Expedition 33 to be an indie to have that not win. There's a non-zero chance. There's also, the stream is also supposed to serve as like a year in review. In terms of what games have come out, what cool games. I feel like we've done that with this. I will say, from the games that came out this year, I had a lot of fun with Blueprints and DK Bonanza. I mean, those are the only ones I really played. I played through Hollow Knight, the original. Never played Silksong. I got Hades. Never played through it yet. I haven't played through it yet. So I can't play Hades 2 yet. And then I haven't touched Alcrators. I didn't touch Peak. I didn't touch Split Fiction. I did not touch Clear Obscure either. I'm gonna bold. I bold that. No one. Oh, that's horrible. that was that looked horrible. So we have Sons of Cringe. And three. Reveal. Fighting game community character reveal. People know what that means. Alrighty. Yeah, so when do we start the stream for tomorrow? So the stream for tomorrow. So the actual thing starts at 5, but the pre-show starts at 4:30. So we're gonna get up. It's gonna be 4:30 PST. Be very cautious about this. Okay. Okay, we're gonna change this. I didn't do that. It said that the full production of Control 2 started here, so I'm just gonna get Control 2 teaser. And then I'll say Master Remake Trigger. I would really want that. Even though I played through 1 and 2 already, I would really want the adaptation announced. And I'll be nice about this, and we'll say either. I'll say either one counts. Some comes to be like, "Oh, did you mean game to movie, or movie to game, or movie or TV show to game, or Fallout game?" I say this because Todd Howard is confirmed to be at Game Awards. So either he's talking about Starfield for some dumb reason. No offense to anyone who likes Starfield, but I don't think he's going to be talking about Starfield. He's going to be talking about Elder Scrolls 6. He's talking about Fallout 76, which I'm not going to count as Fallout game reveal. Or he's going to talk about a new Fallout game. I told this to my roommate. There's a higher percentage of chance that after the success of Fallout, the original Fallout, the Fallout TV show, that they looked at how many people were playing Fallout now and were like, oh, fuck. We should make a new Fallout game. Or remake an old Fallout game, right? And then put Elder Scrolls 6 back on the table, back on the side table, and be like, we'll come back to you later. I have more confidence that they will talk about a new Fallout game than they will talk about Elder Scrolls 6. That game, when GTA 6 comes out, Elder Scrolls 6 is going to become the new GTA 6. Okay. And then Sonic game reveal. Oh, I did that one already. Now we have just out right now a movie TV clip, which is me throwing you all a fucking bone, because there's no way that's not gonna happen. So that's basically a free space for you. Let's see, 1, 2. Let me give you the exact 100%. These are definitely free spaces. Something Cringe is honestly not a free space in my opinion. Fuck it. You know what? We're doing this. We're doing this. I'm making this harder. Well, no, I'm making this easier, I guess. In a sense. Is it harder? Is no. The Witcher way would be harder. Which way would be harder? Something which would be harder to pull off. No, it's a free space. So, No. Something cringe belongs here. And then... Expedition 33, Game of the Year. No, I can't make that claim. I cannot make... We'll keep it as it is. Because it's possible something cringe. It's possible you won't get something cringe, even if it's in the middle. Even if it's a quote unquote free space, it's not really a free space. It's just in the middle. Yeah. Okay. So do over full Game Pass mentions, which is a healthy but not guaranteed. And then pickle snafu. Okay. Alrighty. So here's what we'll do. Okay, so this is 2025 TGA Bingo, 5x5 Bingo. Okay. If we're good on this, then I will do generate. Okay. So as usual, download. Okay. This is for my own self. Get out of here, Ask AI Assistant. I didn't ask for you to open up. No, get out of here, Adobe. Get the fuck out of here. Boo! Alright. But this is what we need. This right here. Play online. This is why I love this site. So, I'm gonna post this as our final thing. I'll post this on Blue Sky, and I'll post this in our Discord. And I'll probably put this in Alpha's Discord as well, actually, because I usually do that. And I'll probably put it in some friends' Discords as well. And yeah, we'll have that go. So here's the deal. First off, let me post it to myself first. So I could just have it here before I end the stream. What we're gonna do is we're gonna end this stream. Oh wow, really? That's funny. I have the original Pingo card maker from last time. Because I sent it to myself in my VC, my own VC for myself. I have the one from last year in there. So here's what I'm gonna do. I am technically going to stop stream, and then what time is it? 7 o'clock, and I'm going to take a 30-minute break. I will say, to finish up my food and drink, chill for a split second, and then we will resume. I was gonna start at like 8, but we're gonna resume earlier just so you'd be better. We'll start at like 7:30. Worst case scenario, something happens, I'll be actually streaming at 8 o'clock, but at earliest 7:30, at latest 8 o'clock, we're gonna come back for some more what's it called? For some more Great Ace Attorney 2 Resolve. Yeah, that'll happen then. Alright. Until then, I'll see you guys around in no more than like an hour, most likely. Alright, well, bye.